Welcome back, everybody. Rey is extremely gifted in her use of the Force, to the point that some fans have labeled her a Mary Sue, stating that she became too powerful too quickly. Understood, I totally get it. But there are ways to explain her gifts, interesting ones. And I have two theories that I'm going to share with you in this video that I think you'll find pretty intriguing. There's one common and important thread that both of these theories share. Rey's parents are nobodies because they don't exist, from a certain point of view. Not in the traditional sense, at least. As far as most of us can tell, Anakin Skywalker was either the result of Palpatine experimenting with the manipulation and creation of life through the Force, or he was simply a virgin birth brought into existence through the will of the Force. When discussing the theory that the Emperor created Rey, many people have come up with really brilliant ways as to how he could have done it, but rarely have I been able to find why he would do it. That's what sets this theory apart from the others. It is said that there is an observatory on Jakku where Palpatine was doing some kind of work and research, and who's from that planet? Rey. Because the Force is thrown out of balance when such a creation is brought into existence, maybe the Emperor created another being to counteract the imbalance. And that being is Rey. Most hardcore Star Wars theorists bring up the similarities between Rey and Sheev's fighting styles. So there's one connection. She appears to be drawn to the dark side of the Force. There's another, yet vague, connection. The theory that the Emperor created Rey is not a new one, nor is the hunt for who her parents are. When Kylo told her that her parents sold her for drinking money, he likely wasn't lying. However, they are only her parents from a certain point of view. Maybe she was found by a couple on Jakku who turned out to be unfit as parents. This easily explains why her parents never came back. Because they didn't want her to begin with. They could have found her even as an infant and kept her just long enough to use her to turn a profit for themselves. Now this brings me to theory number 2. It shares many similarities with the first theory, but with a drastic difference. Perhaps Rey wasn't a direct creation of the Emperor, but rather the Force counteracting whatever experiments he was doing with the creation of life on Jakku or elsewhere in the galaxy. A common question that gets brought up, though, is what kind of parent leaves their child with Unkar Plutt? I think I may have an answer for that. How about a scared, out-of-her-wits mother who just gave birth to a child without a father? Think about it. Whoever her mother was gives birth to her without there being a dad. This scares her so badly that she basically puts her up for adoption. But unfortunately, the adoptive parents turn out to be junk traders who then sell her to Plutt for drinking money. Now, if this theory turns out to be true, Rey doesn't have parents, but she only has a single parent. Let's examine this further. Making Rey a descendant of the Emperor in any way creates a really fascinating plot point for the film. What will happen if the Resistance finds out? What about Finn and Poe? Or even Kylo? Maybe those around her will change their perspectives, and instead of viewing her as a hero and an asset to defeating the First Order, they will deem her to be a new threat. I'm on board with this being her lineage. 100%. It allows for her parents to be nobodies, and for her to have a link to Palpatine simultaneously. If either of these theories holds up, J.J. Abrams won't have to retcon anything. If they don't, I still don't think he has to retcon anything, but that's a video for another day. Thanks for watching, guys, and may the Force be with you.